Good morning. I want to show y'all what I've got. These are purple sweet potatoes, and y'all, they are so good. I had them at a friend's house a while back. They were so good. I'm going to grease them a little bit. What I do is I do it with my hands like that. I don't know how y'all do it, but that's how I do it. And I grease the potatoes. I've got 5 of them here. And even if, let me tell you how they did it in the olden days. They cooked what they called a big baker of sweet potatoes. And they put them, they ate them for lunch, but they cooked way more than they needed. And so this is why they did it. Because those sweet potatoes, after the meal, they sat on the table for anybody who was hungry could come get them a sweet potato off of the table. And so they didn't really cook theirs like this. They cooked them, they didn't wrap them up. They just cooked them in a big baker, they called it. And they put them on the kitchen table with a cloth over it, with the leftover cornbread, all that kind of stuff. And so that's what they did. And so today, in modern times, some of us don't do that. We just cook what we think that the family's going to eat that night, and that's all we do. Well, not me. If I'm going to heat up my oven and I'm going to get stuff going in my oven, I want to cook all I can in the oven while it's on to save on, well, if you've got a gas oven, you want to save on gas. If you've got electric oven, you want to save on electricity. My new oven, y'all, has a gas top and an electric oven. So I hadn't had to learn how to cook again, except for the top. And I'm doing that. But anyway, I'm going to cook these purple sweet potatoes, and I'm going to cook some collards to go with them. And you know, collards and sweet potatoes taste so good together. Now ask me, is that healthy? Of course it is. It's real food. It's not out of a box. I'm having to do my own doing here. I want to thank all of you that came to the book signing in Grove Hill. We had the best time, and that little band was super good. I'm going to cook these on 400 degrees. Well, we got to get a pan out there, haven't we? I'm going to cook them on 400 degrees until I can stick a skewer in it and that it's good and tender. Now I'm going to get out my collards. All right, to cook my collards, I'm going to put just a scoop of olive oil in it. Not much. A tablespoon's all I want. And I am going to cook some Cajun collards to go with our sweet potatoes. And I'm doing that by putting Cajun sausage in it. And I'm going to cut them in little circles so that when we eat it, everybody's got a bite of sausage with their collards. I don't know if y'all ever eaten collards before with sausage, but it's really good. All right, so I'm using the Conecuh Cajun, and they're a little on the spicy side, but you're going to love them. They're really good. And all I'm going to do is take one of these long things. That's a plenty right there. And I'm going to cut it in little circles with my scissors. That's what I'm going to do. Just cut some little circles there and put it in there and let that start to fry. We're not going to fry it totally done because we got to cook our collards too, and then our everything will be too much. All right, so too much done is what I'm trying to say. We're going to get these started, stir them around just a time or two, and then we're going to put our collards in, and then I'll show you what we're going to put on top of it. We're going to cook it with a top on it. It's going to be kind of like a stir-fried collard. And y'all, on your collards, I'm buying mine this time in a bag because the ones that they had in the store did not look fresh enough, and the ones in the bag look really good. So I got the bag. They're still fresh collards, either way you look at it. All right, let's let that cook just a minute. Let's get out our other ingredients. Hey, our sausage is cooked for about 2 minutes. They're not done. They're just getting some of those flavors out. Get them browned up in there. Okay, now we're going to put in our collards. Now, if you buy these at the store, they're called collard greens. And I don't know if y'all try this or not, but you won't believe how healthy these things are for you. They're right up there a little bit past spinach and broccoli. And in the South, we eat a ton of these things. They look really pretty in a flower pot, too. Right now, I'm going to turn this down to low, and I'm going to put a top on it, and they're going to like smother fry in there. And then we're going to put on our other ingredient. I'll be chopping them up while this is cooking. These will cook down to nothing. Sometimes if you find an old stem in it like that big old stem, what I do is just pull these 2 things off and set this aside. Even though it will get tender in there if you want it to. But I don't like too many of those big old stems in there. I just want the pretty green. All right, I got it turned low. I'm going to take my top and put on it. I just push it down in there. Like that. Let that cook for just a minute. Okay, I'm going to put just a scoop of water in there. This is about a half cup of water in there. And that's just to give it some steam so it can steam as it fries. Now let's cut up our onion. Yes, an onion goes in it too. It's going to be delicious, y'all. We're going to have sweet potatoes and collards, and I'm going to do something with a chicken. I just hadn't decided what. They had the chickens on sale last week, and I mean, they were cheap. The chicken breasts were like $1 and I want to say 89 cents a pound. Now y'all, for chicken breast, that's really super good. And then the whole chicken was the same thing. So I bought some chicken breast and I brought them home. I brought 3 packs. I brought them home and I froze them. And then the whole chicken I cooked. I cut it up and then I cut that off. I fried half of it and boiled the other so that I could have chicken broth and some chicken dishes like that. Anyway, let's go back to the book signing. We had a great time. It was a great show. Lots of people came. And I enjoyed meeting everybody. We took pictures, or they did. I couldn't take any pictures of the people because I was too busy signing books. But I met a lot of my followers that I'd never met before. I was excited about that. Cut this kind of thin and skinny. That's not, you had got to be too fancy with it. And then after we after we signed books, we went next door and ate together at a really cute, fun restaurant. And they had a little local band to come out there and play music, and they have that from time to time, they said. And I just got up and kind of kept time with the music a few minutes dancing. I thought it was so much fun and just a fun activity. And here's what I want to tell y'all. You know that last cookbook I did, the title of it was Live Each Little Moment. Y'all, do you remember that? Well, I was living the moment at that thing. I enjoyed meeting the people. I enjoyed getting hugs. I enjoyed signing books. I enjoyed seeing new faces. And when the music started, I enjoyed moving. Get up out of your chair and move. Somebody criticized me. They said, Brenda, you need to keep in your seat. Well, honey, Brenda can't do that. Brenda moves with the flow. And also, I want to tell you this. You know, I told you one time that George and I always danced in the kitchen. Well, we did. See how that's already gone down some right there? And I'm going to get me a spoon and stir it. Hold on a second. Let me get one. We danced in the kitchen and had a good time doing it. Right now I'm going to put in a little salt. And what that's going to do is even make these cook down even more. They're not going to be many in here when we get through, y'all. I hate it. I should have cooked 2 bags, I reckon. This is so easy to do. If y'all hadn't had collards, try them this way. You will love it. You will love it. You will love it. Cajun collards. All right. Let me get some salt put on it. But here's the thing about it. Life is short. Very short. And y'all need to live it. Live the life that God's given you. I'm going to put just that much salt because this is those crunchy, the big kind, and I don't want to put too much in there and ruin it. All right, put your onions on top, and that's it. All we're going to do now is cook it till the collards are nice and tender with the top on it. And you're talking about good, honey. You can't beat this dish. And look how healthy it is. You got some meat, you got some onions, you got some collards in there, and it's going to be good. And we're using the Cajun sausage, and I probably will put just a little bit of the Cajun seasoning, but don't put much, just a little bit. Okay, now put the top back. You got to cook it with the top over it. So what I want to say to you today is this. Life is short, and you need to live it. And what do I mean by that? That means that if you want to get up and dance, then get up and dance. And when you go outside, enjoy the trees. Live that moment. Feel those trees. Really look at them. And look at the dirt and the little butterfly that flew by and the little bee, and watch him in the flower. Don't just say, oh, there's a bee. Get down there and look at that bee. Look how wonderful he's made. And enjoy his little movements. That's what I'm talking about. And when I saw these people the other day at the book signing, I enjoyed that moment. I enjoyed seeing where they were from and talking to them and looking at them. I enjoyed how they looked and that we're all different. And so when you tell me to sit down and not dance, not get up, or don't do anything, that's boring to me. That's boring. I think you should enjoy, like children do. You know how children, if the music starts, they start moving. If a bee flies by, they try to catch it. They're living. And I think as we get older, we just want to sit back and watch watch the lives of other people. That's not how it is. You need to get up and live each little moment. That's why I named that book that. I think that the Hoffman Media that did my book stuff, they thought, well, this title's not about food. No, it's not. It's about living your life, living each little moment of your life, praising the Lord. There's my oven is 400. Praising the Lord and enjoying the moments that you've been given. That's what it's about. And help your children to do the same thing. And I'm not going to sit down in a chair and please all of you. If I feel like getting up, I'm going to get up. It's my life. And somebody says, you need just to get back to cooking, leave all that other to yourself. Well, my life's not just about cooking. Now, when I cook, I try to do the very best I can, and I love to eat, and I love to cook. But I also love to dig in the dirt. I also like to go places with people. I also like to eat out. I also like to ride on my lawnmower and cut grass. I love that. And so I'm living my life, and you need to do the same thing and quit criticizing me when I'm doing something that you don't do. Live your life the way you want to, and I'm going to live mine the way I want to. And I hope you'll love to be with me as I live mine. I'm going to have this ready in a little bit, and I'll show you. We'll take a bite. All these delicious collards are ready. I want you to look at them, how good they look. Now we're going to take a bite. This is how a collard looks. Let me get a piece of sausage on it too. And an onion. Well, they are so good. Cajun collards, y'all gotta fix some. If you've never eaten a collard, remember, they are so good for you. I love them. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your life. Get up and move. And whatever you're doing, enjoy it. Because I think that the Lord wishes the best for us. He puts things in front of us to enjoy, and I think that we need to enjoy them. Get outside tonight and put a blanket on the ground and look up at the stars and enjoy those. You might have trouble getting back up like I do. We can get down, we just can't get back up, but it'll be worth it. And go outside at night and look at the night sky and enjoy the sunset, the sunrise, and enjoy the music and enjoy, I just enjoy life. And when I go to church, we've got the best choir. And I just sit back and I just love to hear them. They harmonize so good, and they're such good singers, and our pastor preaches the word and brings that joy into us, that we know that we're a saved person and that Lord is with us, and how wonderful that is. So y'all have a great day. Cook you some collards. I've got my rice in my pan and my chicken's on it, and I'm going to put something on top of it, and I'm going to bake that in the oven to go with this. And I've got some peas cooking over here, and we'll make some good old white little cornmeal mix, cornbread, and so we're going to have a great lunch today. Love y'all. Bye-bye.